How do you use an exhibition at this point in the season to make your team better, to get guys ice time? What's the biggest focus for you, I guess?
The biggest focus for us, and especially with that 4-week break and playing such a team in Denver the other day, we didn't have a whole lot of rhythm and flow into that game. It's to get back to doing things consistently. So that was the focal point after the game, was this week has to be important for us to not prepare as if we're just going to play a scrimmage game. We got to be good, because once that game's over, the next stretch of the schedule is really important for us to be at the top of our game. So we'll play everybody, but the guys that play, when they play, we're going to ask them to play a certain way that's going to help us be successful the rest of the year. So it's going to be exciting because of the 3 kids on the other team that are coming next year. I think everybody's looking forward to that, including our players. But we have to play the game seriously and get something out of it by doing the right things and how we play.
Right. I guess if you don't play seriously, you could lose this game. This U.S. team has beaten 8 collegiate teams this year, including Michigan and Notre Dame and St. Cloud and Duluth. So how good is this team coming in here?
They're that good. Their talent and skill is probably as good or better than any American team ever at that program. Fans should love to see it. They're going to have probably the first pick in the draft, which I'm not allowed to say his name because he's still a recruitable player, but he'll be here along with our players who are all going to be high draft picks as well. So there's going to be a lot of guys that will be in the NHL in the next few years that'll be on the ice on Saturday night. So they're good. They're very, very, very talented.
How much have you gotten to see Kohl play, at least on tape or anything, this season?
A lot of his goals.
I think we all have on Twitter.
Fast, yeah.
But has anything struck you about the way he's played this season compared to maybe in the past when you've seen him? Because he's seen a lot different, a lot more challenging kind of opponents this year, and it seems like he's doing just as well.
When you can shoot the puck in the net the way he does, it doesn't matter who you play or who the goalie is. His ability to find open ice, his ability to position himself to be ready to shoot the puck, and his release is, he's third on the all-time scoring list right now for goals in that program behind Kessel and Kane. He might catch them both. I don't know, but he's in that class of goal scorers, and obviously we're excited to add him to our program. But he's a great kid. He's a Wisconsin kid. His brother's had a great start to his career here, so it's going to be really exciting to have him in our building. When they made their commit, he's every time he talked, I can't wait to get there, can't wait to get there, can't wait to get there. So he's somebody that understands our program, and for us as a coaching staff, and for our program, he's obviously going to be a big part of our growth as a program, and I'm sure our fans will like him real fast.
What will they see out of Alex Turcotte?
Alex Turcotte is a dynamic offensive player that sees the ice extremely well. He makes plays. He hounds pucks. He's a great two-way center that is probably as good of a playmaker, along with that other pick that I talked about a second ago that I can't say his name. Those two are guys that can make plays in a hurry. And Alex and Kohl have played together quite a bit over the past 2 years and have some magic as far as their compatibility on knowing each other. So I'm pretty confident that they'll be on the ice together a lot this weekend, so it'll be fun to see them together. And Owen's the other player. Owen Lindmark is a two-way solid player, very smart, very selfless on how he plays. He plays a checking role at times. He plays an offensive role at times. He's a penalty killer. He can see power play time. He's just a great two-way player. That'll be a really nice addition to the program as well.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
One more.
Oh.
Is it safe to say, with how things transpired this past weekend, Tony, that disappointment would be a would be the feeling in the locker room? I mean, your team has some high expectations. You're in the hunt for the Big Ten, and that resumes next week. Is that safe to say? I mean, do your guys feel that they're better than they showed this past weekend?
I don't know necessarily very much. I think we realized we could beat that team, and we realized that team's as good as probably any team in the country. So we felt good that we played with them. We talked a lot about it yesterday. We talked a lot about it after the game as a group. We're close. We're not quite there yet. And if we play Denver again, it'll be in the tournament. We obviously got to get to the tournament. We got a lot of work to do before that. But we feel that with the way we progress this year, that if we can continue to improve, that we'd like another crack at them. So I think that's the positive thing. Both games, the third period, we're in the game. We have a chance to win. They're like, I can't tell you enough how many times I said they're a great team. They made the plays when they needed to when the game was on the line, but we were close, and that's a good feeling. I think we played the right way. I think we played hard. 4 weeks off in between, again, a little rusty maybe, but when you throw an opponent on the ice against you that played the week before and really had great jump, their coaches after the game said that's as good as we played all year in back-to-back games. You got to feel pretty good about how the weekend went. So disappointed, yes. We would love to have had a better result. And I'll bring in the fact that Kendry wasn't in our lineup, and that's one player, but that's one impactful player that could make a difference in either one of those games. So I can't get too crazy about being disappointed on how we played or how the weekend went. It was exciting hockey. We did some really, really good things, and we should be confident that how we progressed as the year's gone along, we're on track to where we want to be.